Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the red line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends. This is Dr. Charles, and it's a great day because we're all in it together, and we're going to do our very best to pour in some positivity into places where we work or where we go. We're going to make it a great day because it starts with you and it starts with me, and the challenge continues, and that is that I'm challenging you to always strive to continue to grow your personal leadership and to continue to challenge yourself because 99 and a half won't do. We're all trying to make 100. I've been reading a book on intentional living by John Maxwell, and I want to talk a little bit about that. And the particular chapter that I dove into recently here was connecting with like-minded people, making that connection. And this week, I want to challenge you to examine your inner circle, because a leader's potential is determined by the people closest to him or her. And there's a story that in the 1980s, the buzzword in business circles was management. Then in the 90s, the emphasis was on leadership. And now in this 21st century, the emphasis is on team leadership. Why? Because nobody does everything well. And that's why it's so important to connect with like-minded people so that you can work in numbers. And because in numbers there is diversity, and diversity bringing things together. Because at the end of the day, we as leaders must deliver. There is no substitute for performance, but without a good team, they often don't get the opportunity. Their potential and your potential is determined by those that are closest to us. And so as a result, it's so important that we hire the best staff, that we connect with the people who can add value, that we not only connect with them and bring them along on the team, but that we develop them as much as we can, and then we hand off things to them so that they can continue to stretch themselves and continue to grow. In this connecting with like-minded people, the reality is when you partner with like-minded people, there is a synergy that comes with that when the right people are working together. It's powerful, it's effective, and it's impactful, and it's far-reaching when you have that type of synergy. Because when it comes to partnerships, synergy enables the group to outperform even its best individual members. Teamwork, that is, will always produce an overall better result than if each person within the group was working towards the same goal individually. You hear me? You can't just get it done all by yourself. Someone said nobody does anything great alone. You get that? You can't. Listen, here's the point. You can do what I cannot do. That's the mindset. I can do what you cannot do. Now, think about this. Together, we can do great things. That's been my message. That's been who I've been about in transformational leadership, is that together we can do great things. Another way of saying this is there is something I need from you, and there is something you need from me. Now, that's just the simple message today of what I'm trying to convey, is that we want to connect with like-minded people. Because here's the thing, the law of significance states that one is too small a number to achieve greatness. It is impossible, hear me, it is impossible to live a life that matters and finds significance without other people. Now, you can go only so far on your own. Listen, you can work 12 hours a day and you can work 6 days a week. And once you've reached your capacity in time and in energy, the only way that you can increase your impact is through others. You know, if you want to make a difference, here it is. If you truly want to make a difference with people, you need to find like-minded people who share common goals for doing something significant. That's the key. Now, it's lonely at the top, so you better take someone with you. Who could be a better companion than someone who lifts you up, not a yes person, but a solid supporter, a person that brings value, a friend, one with common goals and common objectives that you can reach together to the mountaintop and stand together at the top of the mountain when all is said and done. And so today I want you, I'm talking to you today as I've been talking to you all the time. I want you to connect with people who will go with you on your significant journey. I want you to work with like-minded people. Remember, there is no significance without sacrifice because it's going to require your time. It's going to require your energy. It's going to require your finances. It's going to require ups and downs. It's going to, you're going to experience some failure. But then, as I've said, you're going to learn, and then you're going to live, and you're going to do things better. Because here's the truth. The truth of the matter is, when we work together, listen, when we work together, everything, not some things, but everything is possible. When you partner with like-value people and when you partner with like-minded people, you go from increasing to multiplying your overall influence. What do you mean? You are able to do more. As the scripture would say, you are able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think because you have the power of numbers, and of course the power from above that able to you to get to where you're going and to do it in a impactful way that is going to reach further than you ever could all by yourself. Because if I said it again, I'll say it again, in of yourself, you just can't do it. If you have a vision of significance that promises to help other people and that you partner with those other people in which you share the same vision, there is no limit to what can be done. And so today, I want you to think about it. I want you to realize that you have the potential. You have what it takes to succeed. And so now I want your eyes to open and to look around you and begin to search for like-minded people that have the same dream that you have, that want to help as many people that you can number, that want to reach the four corners of this world, that has something that is near and dear. And when you can take people on that single mindset of doing something about it, having a solution mindset, then the sky is the limit. You'll be amazed at what you can do. But it starts with identifying and connecting with people that have that type of energy and that type of dream and that type of mindset to get to where they want to go. And when you get there, you'll think of something else to do and you'll make a difference as well. So I want you to think bigger and larger than you can ever imagine and trust the process that there are people, whether you know them now or they're complete strangers that you'll meet later. But these people that you're on the search for, on the lookout for, you're looking for the like-mindedness that each one of you can bring something to the table to reach a common goal and objective that you've set. Think of any highly effective leader, and you will find someone who surrounded him or herself with a strong inner circle of people that are like-minded, that have bought in, that believe, that have no doubt that in working together and working hard and striving together, they will make a difference. Think about that. Because the leader that finds greatness in the group, and he or she that helps the members find it in themselves, there's going to be an eye-opener that's going to make all of the difference. There is a biblical character by the name of Solomon. You remember him, Solomon of ancient Israel. He recognized this truth. As iron sharpens iron, friends sharpen the minds of each other. Seek for your inner circle people who will help you improve. And that's what we're all about on the call, is improving, but we're taking it up another notch, because you can think about just your community, just where you live, just where you work. But when you think about it and you say, well, it might be something too big for me to handle, or someone might say, not my pay grade, you may be right when you think of it and look at it from an individual perspective. But when you bring the talent and the diversities of minds together and you can agree on something, the power of agreement and the working together will make all the difference. We see it every Sunday. We see the football teams that are consistently playing and winning and getting to the playoffs and getting to the Super Bowl. They have a common goal and an objective. They're not just merely showing up to collect a check. The goal is to become champions. And in your situation, it may be a social situation. It may be a financial situation. It may be a corporate situation. Whatever it may be, you get like-minded people together thinking along the same lines. It's going to make truly a difference. So I like to close with this. We've been talking about connecting with like-minded people. I've taken some excerpts from Intentional Living by John Maxwell. But I want to say this. There are people who will either lift you up or people who will lean on you. I want you today, look for the lifters and look for the like-minded people and be with the people who will certainly bring out the best in you. We're not going to settle for nothing less than the best. You deserve it, and you want to receive it. You're going to have to start continuously growing yourself and growing others, and together you're going to be successful. I'd like to thank you, my friends, for joining me. It's always a pleasure to get this opportunity to share with you. I don't never say that I know it all, but I feel that the things that I've learned, I can share with you. We're all getting better, aren't we? And that's really what it's all about. But it's not just about you and me. It's about what we do in pouring in the lives of others. And that's what's going to make truly the difference. And that's why we're going to be the best that we can possibly be, so that we can bring up a lot others right there with us, and we all can be the best. Thank you again. Until next time, you've been listening to Dr. Charles.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.